please welcome to the stage Goodyear's President for Europe, Middle East, and Africa, Mr. Jean-Claude Keen.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the President of Goodyear EMEA, I'm happy to be here at the Geneva International Motor Show and to welcome you to our stand. I'm glad that you can join us for the latest step of Goodyear's long history of innovation and our more recent history of showcasing our most innovative concepts here in Geneva. Last year we presented Eagle 360, a spherical concept connected to the car by magnetic levitation that reimagined the role tires may play in the future. We received an overwhelming amount of positive feedback right here at the show. And wherever we have demonstrated Eagle 360 over the past year, it has created excitement and inspired discussion on the future of mobility. This encouraged us to take our thinking with this concept even further. This year, with the Eagle 360 Urban, Goodyear is pushing the boundaries again. We have developed a concept tire with the ability to acquire knowledge and put that knowledge into practice. A sensitive bionic skin and connectivity to the Internet of Things give the Eagle 360 Urban the ability to capture information on the road surface and what is going on around it. With a morphing tread, the tire can react and adapt to changing circumstances. And all of it is powered by artificial intelligence. We have, in effect, given the tire a brain. I wasn't exaggerating when I said we are pushing the boundaries again. But why do we believe this makes sense for the tire of the future? Well, let's look at the trends. Our behavior and attitudes toward mobility are changing. We are seeing a transition from individual car ownership to ride-sharing with a growing number of self-driving vehicles. If you look around at the show today, you can see how manufacturers are responding to these trends. An entirely new mobility ecosystem is evolving. The consulting firm KPMG estimates that by 2030, products and services related to autonomy, mobility, and connectivity will be worth more than $1 trillion globally. Today, our cars talk to us. Tomorrow, components themselves will be connected, and the tire will talk to the vehicle and all the elements making up the Internet of Things. As the only connection between the vehicle and the road, the tire is crucial in ensuring optimal performance and will remain at the core of mobility. Goodyear focuses on innovation that addresses future challenges and can enable smart, safe, and sustainable mobility. We are closely monitoring the evolving needs of this ecosystem and of autonomous vehicles in particular. That is why we believe it is time to reinvent the wheel, literally. Whenever you are driving a car, you process a huge amount of information without even being aware of it. This is the challenge that autonomous vehicles face. To drive safely, they will need to cope with millions of possible scenarios. To do so, they will need access to data as well as the ability to learn and apply that knowledge to new situations. It is therefore with great pleasure that today I can present to you the Eagle 360 Urban, the first tire to be powered by artificial intelligence. A tire with a brain and the ability to put knowledge into practice. This is Goodyear's most advanced vision for smart, connected tires that can respond to the demands of autonomous vehicles and an evolving mobility ecosystem. And with this, I would like to turn it over to Olivier Rousseau, who is the head of our consumer tire division. Thank you.
Thank you, Jean-Claude, and welcome everyone. The Eagle 360 that we presented last year raised a few eyebrows. The tire was spherical, which was a pretty innovative idea, and it was connected to the car by magnetic levitation. But once people understood the potential of the idea, the potential of the tire for autonomous vehicle, we received outstanding feedback. So this year, we have added a few quite exciting new feature, quite cool feature to the Eagle 360. And starting with a new name, so the Eagle 360 Urban that you can see here. Why urban? Because it's a tire specifically designed for future urban environment. And the tire is also powered by artificial intelligence to integrate the tire into the car nervous system, so the car computer. And also to get the tire connected to the Internet of Things, so to the world of the Internet of Things, full connection. The Eagle 360 Urban can do 4 amazing things. It can sense, decide, transform, and interact. Pretty unusual language talking about a tire or to describe a tire. But what does that mean? So, well, perhaps the easiest way to talk to you about that would be to get together on a ride, stepping in an autonomous vehicle. And just like me, I'm sure what you would like is to get wherever you want to go in full confidence that the AV will take you there, and for sure safely. And that's exactly the reason why we developed the Eagle 360 Urban. So now let's start. So we are sharing a ride in an autonomous vehicle. I live in Brussels. So in Brussels, month of March, roughly 15 days of rain. So there is a 50% chance that the ride that we'll share will start in a rainy condition, but we should be fine. And why fine? Because the Eagle 360 Urban Bionic Skin will be able to sense and capture information about the road and about the weather. As it is raining, the tire will sense that the road is wet. And by being connected to different sources of information, Internet of Things, and infrastructure, traffic system, other cars, the Eagle 360 Urban has a complete view of complete picture in real time of what's happening around it. So it would therefore know if there is a pothole on the road ahead of it. So by analyzing the data, the artificial intelligence system of the Eagle 360 can decide what actions to take. So decide. Let's clarify what this means. Well, remember it's raining and there is a pothole ahead of us. So the Eagle 360 will decide 2 things. First, it will communicate to the nervous system, so to the car computer, to improve the car braking, the car handling, and the efficiency of the vehicle. And second, and simultaneously, so at the same time, it will transform and adapt to the wet road condition by deploying its morphing tread. Morphing tread, but how does a tread morph? So I talked to you about the bionic skin of the Eagle 360 Urban. So it is made of super elastic polymer, and it is as flexible as human skin. So it can expand and contract. So thanks to this flexibility, dimples can be added in the tire if the tire senses wet conditions. But how does that work? Yeah, it's like human muscles beneath the human skin, so beneath the skin. Here in the tire, it's foam elements beneath the tire surface that's change shape with an electrical input. And when the electrical input starts, it can reshape all the individual sections of the tire tread design. So in wet conditions, dimples will appear, or if the rain stops, let's hope for that, the tire will sense a dry road, and at that moment it will go back to a smooth or a slick tread. So as you can see from that example of our ride in Brussels, the Eagle 360 Urban can contribute to a safer journey, but it doesn't do that alone. It doesn't decide alone. The information it receives from the network, from interconnected devices, it's crucial to the decision that the tire is making. And in return, the tire interacts also with its environment through the Internet of Things, with the infrastructure, with other cars, and it will share the information that it is sensing. In our ride, in fact, the road was wet, so that's the information that will be shared. So the Eagle 360 interacts with all the elements making up this connected network. Pretty exciting, no? I understand that you may have questions, so what I suggest is that you join us in the booth, discover our concept tires by yourself, and don't hesitate to ask questions. We'll be very happy to answer them. Thank you, and have a safe day.